Okay, so
The question.
our question is, why does Tyler not feel good enough for his peers and his father, and his family? And the reason why is because his peers didn't treat him as an equal, and they ignored him and they treated him less than. And when he was noticed, he was being noticed because he was getting picked on. And for his father keeps on letting him down and keeps on getting mad and starting arguments with him. And Tyler would believe that, oh, is my father just getting mad at me for no reason? But he doesn't believe that because his mother is the one who's making excuses for him to make his behavior seem like it's nothing when it really is affecting him. So is it connections or is it...
Connections.
Okay, connections.
Do you guys
Why
have
does
any
someone
connections?
not think they're good so we have to connect to as why someone doesn't think they're good enough for something.
Or connections to ourselves, right?
Yeah. So, okay, when I was trying out for the volleyball team, I didn't think I was good enough to get on the team because I just personally, like, when there were people just saying, like, rude stuff in general, but personally, because of what they said, it got in my head, and that was just, like, making me upset, right? But it made me think, oh, they're right, because if they see it, then there actually must be something wrong. So they made me think I wasn't good enough for the team, right? But similar in how the book, Tyler's father, like, even though Tyler's doing everything right and he's doing it to the best of his ability, Tyler's father makes him feel like he's not good enough and he's always putting his son down. So, and that's how I felt when people were saying that about me playing volleyball.
They were putting you down.
Yeah, but then, like...
They made you think less of yourself.
Yeah.
And not believe in yourself.
The only difference is that I think we'll reach it when we, reach it at that... I think we'll discover it when we reach the end of the book, is that I proved them wrong. Because, I'm on the... Yeah, I made it on the team. But then, I also think that,
They just, maybe they just... Like, some people, they just want to hurt your feelings for no reason.
Yeah. I think that people behave this way. They push others down.
To make them feel
to make them feel better about themselves. Because when you point out a flaw in someone else and you don't have that flaw, you're like, oh, I'm better than you.
Yeah, I'm better than you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
I agree
why
with you
people
too.
behave that way. Any other connections? Because we sort of skipped a little bit.
Yeah, we're at 13 minutes. Let's just stop at 15 minutes. So kind of. I don't have a connection. I can't think of one.
Just think of a movie or something.
I don't have a connection.
You just want to go up to concluding statement?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I thought of. When people push you down to better themselves, it leads to you believing that what they say about you is true. Something like that. Something about how when people push you down and they better themselves and the rude things they say about you, you start to believe it. Yeah, something like that, but you just have to phrase it better.
Sometimes when people bring you down, when people try to put you down to lift themselves and make them feel better, you start to believe that you're not good enough, and you start to believe that
sometimes
what they say about you is true.
Yeah, so just taking what you said and then what you were telling me, but often what people say about you to Often the bad things people say about you to push you down and better themselves get to your head, and you start to develop that mindset of, is it true what they're saying?
That relates to the book that we're reading about the last book.
The book of the universe. Okay,
The last book in the universe when
Spaz, people keep on calling him that, and he doesn't want to be, but then
he started to feel like
he as a person wasn't good enough and not just the disease.
Yo, this is so good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay, let's summarize.
What was it? Often the bad things people say about you in order to push you down ends up
hurting you.
Ends up with you developing what people say, and then you start to feel.
Ends up with you.
16 minutes. Sometimes
Ends up with you.
Sometimes.
Ends up with you wondering if it's true.
Okay, yeah.
So to summarize it up,
We talked about how Tyler felt not good enough to his peers, and then he wanted to change for them, and how he didn't feel good enough for his dad because his dad kept putting him down, and he started to wonder if it was true. And then we talked about Ava's connection, how people were putting her down when she was trying out for the volleyball team, but she proved them wrong, and she made it into the team. And then why people act this way is because the people bringing the others down is to make them feel better about themselves. And then our big idea is
often the bad things people say about you to put you down leads you to end up wondering if it's true.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to Tyler in the way that, is it true? Do I have to change myself?
Yeah.
That's what he did.
That's what Tyler's.
That's what Tyler changed himself in order to be someone that the other people wanted him to be.
Good job, guys.